Paul here from Drifting in Space, and I want to show you a quick demo of our React bindings for DriftDB. So I've got a replit session open. I'm going to do a quick slider component. So far not using DriftDB, just basic slider component. I'm going to use React's useState for this. If I were writing this for production, you could use callback here, but I'm going to skip that. And finally, we're just going to return a range input. We'll pass the value and the onChange. And I'm just going to sub it in here so we get an example of this. Okay, so we've got a slider, and I can change its value. So this is what in React is called a controlled component. Okay, so far so good, but no DriftDB. So I'm going to I'm going to install DriftDB React. All right, we've pulled that down. So I have this onboarding email. I'm using JamSocket Live, which is a hosted instance of DriftDB. You could also host your own instance, but this is going to be an easy way to go. We get some code that I can just paste in here. And there we go. Okay. To make sure that this works, I'm going to add a status connection or a status indicator. And it looks like we're disconnected. Let's see. Okay, we are connected now. So this is just showing that we've made a connection to DriftDB. So inside of this DriftDB provider, we can use DriftDB hooks. I'm going to move the slider into this so that we can start playing with it. So I'll just change the order here so that it comes later. And I'm going to change useState to useSharedState. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it slider. And I'll give it an initial value. All right, now I'm going to just refresh here to be safe. I'm going to copy this. You'll notice here that this now has this DriftDB room ID. That's something that the provider itself adds, and the provider is creating this if it doesn't exist. It's going to the DriftDB database and creating a room if it needs to. So if I open this up in a new tab, I'm connected again, and you can see that these are synchronized. So these are synchronized over WebSockets. This is not happening within the browser. This is going to the edge and back. But as you can see, it is pretty smooth. I'm going to show you one more thing here, just to show you that I'm not cheating. And this is actually going to the edge. I'm going to add a room QR code. I'll just refresh so we get that. So now I have this QR code, and I'm going to bring it up on my phone. And now as I change this, you can see it's changing elsewhere as well. So there's a really easy way to connect multiple clients so that they're synchronizing state, whether they're a computer or a phone. So if you want to check it out, go to driftdb.com or check out jamsocket.live for the hosted instance. Thanks for watching.